IGN recently released a Division 2 video with endgame information on the Black Tusks, world invasions, world tiers, endgame gear, specializations and progression. In today's video we're going to take an in-depth look at all of the Demolitionist's talents. We're going to go through them one by one, talk about what talents will suit your playstyle, as well as which ones you might want to unlock first. Before we get started, for those of you that don't know, weapon specializations are unlocked at level 30. You can select the sharpshooter with the 50 cal sniper rifle, the survivalist with the crossbow, or the demolitionist with the M32A1 grenade launcher. You can swap between these at any time and do not have to make a new character just for a new specialization. Also, you'll be able to unlock and have all talents active, unlike in the Division 1 where you could only have a limited number of them active at any given point. As you can see, there are a total of 160 talent points in total, so my guess is each one is worth 5 points, with one of them probably being the outfit, costing 10. First up we have Incombustible, with a 20% increased burn resistance, a simple defensive talent that helps in PvE and PvP against that incinerator turret. The frag grenade unlock seems to be a great choice for PvP as they do bleed damage and the standard concussion grenades only do explosion damage. Extra armor kit repairs 70% of damage and boosts weapon handling by 100% for 15 seconds. On completion it repairs an additional 30% of armor, and this seems like a great choice, especially combined with an LMG since they have a lot of recoil. Explosive Ordnance, 25% increased explosive damage, affects explosive grenades, skills and effects. This one has 3 tiers, presumably putting 1 point into each makes it more effective. This is a must-have early on, especially as it's required before unlocking the 3 talents above that branch off it. Moving over to the left we have the signature weapon damage. This one has 4 tiers and currently shows it has 145% increased signature weapon damage. Prior to branching onto that one, you'll need to unlock the 40mm grenade acquisition. This talent will give you signature ammo for explosive kills, except when caused by the grenade launcher itself. This is without a doubt the first talent you will want to unlock, and you'll want to use abilities that complement this talent, such as the Explosive Seeker Mine or the Bombardier Drone, or simply try and finish your enemies off with those concussion grenades. After unlocking the grenade acquisition, you can unlock group signature ammo supply. With this, multi-kills with explosives grants a chance to gain signature ammo to all group or raid members. A very helpful talent, but maybe not a priority talent to unlock. I'd also like to know what percent exactly this chance is. On its own here we have Pray and Spray. This is a tier 3 currently showing 15% increased SMG damage, a nice DPS bonus, and I'd highly recommend using an SMG just to make the most of this talent. On a new branch we have Onslaught. This is a tier 3 talent that shows it increasing LMG damage by 15%. Using an SMG as primary and LMG as secondary sounds like a good combination for the Demolitionist. Onslaught working well with that extra armor kit talent as we mentioned earlier as well. Back to the bottom left we have the small laser pointer underbarrel attachment for short and long rails. My guess is this will increase either weapon accuracy or stability and will be recommended for those LMGs. You'll probably want to check to see if you have other alternative attachments before spending your point on this one. To the right we have a new branch. We have the Diceros Special Unlock. I'm guessing this unlocks the blueprint to craft this weapon, and it will probably pack one hell of a punch. Only unlock this if you intend to use your sidearm, or if you need to overcompensate for something. Branching off from the Diceros we have the Gunslinger. That is a tier 2. At level 1 we can see sidearm damage is increased by 10%. Onto the right we have Vital Protection with reduced chance to be critically hit in conflict by 20%. This is without a doubt a very good talent, but it isn't needed if you're a PvE player. I'll personally be making this an early unlock as I intend to do lots of conflict PvP. Next up we have Crisis Response. When armor is reduced to 0, all main weapon ammo is refilled. Sounds good, but not necessary if you resupply often. Maybe this will be ideal if you intend to spray continuously with one of those LMGs. Braced for Impact ignores explosions once every 60 seconds. I can see this being very beneficial in raids, and they might have to rebalance this in PvP, as I can see this being very powerful to counter explosive skill builds. Next up, and the core talent to the 3 previous unlocks, is the Demolitionist Tactical Link. This gives group members a 5% damage bonus to targets out of cover. I'm interested to see if this stacks with other Demolitionists in the group, but I doubt it will because that would be very powerful in 8-man raids. On its own, you can unlock the Demolitionist outfit here. Not sure how this looks, but personally, I won't bother because I'm a PvP player, and this will simply tell my enemy what specialization I am, and they'll be able to simply adapt accordingly. And finally, onto the last talent branch, we have Artillery. This will unlock the artillery turret that launches ordnance at targeted locations. This will be a good choice as you'll get those explosive kills required to resupply signature ammo. Next along we have Cyclone Magazine, a mod to increase the ammo count, a good simple improvement, and I'm quite surprised they don't have more tiers here as well. Finally, Shared CPU version 2 that increases the turret damage. I'd like to see percentage numbers here again, and I'm quite interested to see if this mod affects the Assault and Incinerator turret damage too. Well, that's all for the Demolitionist's talent tree. Let me know in the comments what talents you like the most, and do you think you'll be a Demolitionist or one of the other 2 specializations? If you like the video, consider clicking that like button as it does help me out a lot. If you are new here, subscribe for more. You can also find a link in the video description to the original IGN video. And as always, Alpha Mike Foxtrot.